Is this one of those fancy under-the-desk treadmills? Yes. Is it a great walking pad for just getting a good steps in? Yes. Is it a real treadmill that you can run on? Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Sandra Bennett. It's a brand new day, brand new today's special value. And, you know, there's no disputing, and the research is there, that if you can walk, even if you can only walk slowly or for a short amount of time, walking is one of the best forms of exercise you can do. So no matter where you are on your fitness journey, we're going to help you out. And if you're someone who's very fit and you're like, walk, I want to run. Can I run on a treadmill that looks like that? Absolutely. This is Kingsmith, and it's the WalkingPad treadmill, and it also folds, which I cannot wait to show you. But before we get there, I want you to see on your screen, this is a WalkingPad treadmill that was designed and given to QVC first. No one else has it. No one else will have it until June. And why that matters is because this is a brand you can trust, but they gave us their latest, their greatest, their most souped up, all the bells and whistles model. And we're gonna save you about $300 because when this does get to retail, which will be into June, it will be about $1,000. We're doing it for under $700. So right now, the problem with this idea of walking and getting your steps in is that in a lot of parts of the country, we set our intentions to move more right when it gets really cold. Here in the Northeast, we're expecting snow. So where do you walk if you can't go outside? Well, until now, you had this thing, big, bulky, heavy. If you live in an apartment or townhome, loud. Even if you're in a big house, you don't want to wake up your partner or your baby. These tend to just be expensive clothing hangers that end up in yard sales in a few years. The Kingsmith WalkingPad, not only will you use it because it's quiet and it's easy, if your primary concern is space, it also does this fold and stow. So you can, this is lighter than last year's, 23 pounds lighter than our last year's today's special value from Kingsmith. You can move this if you need to from room to room. You can stow it under the bed. So all you have to do is pick your color. Here it is in gold. And by that I'm talking about the color of the metal here. We have it in silver, which I'm about to get on, and we have it in black that Elise is here with. And this is Elise Miller, who's joining us from Kingsmith. So good to have you. Thank you so much. Just for safety, I'm gonna put my little clip on. Anywhere else you can see on your screen, this would be about $1,000, $999.99. We're doing it for about $300 left. Okay, I'm getting ready to start walking. Today's special value price is only good for today. Let's see how many steps we can get in this hour.
That's what I'm thinking.
So Elise, you are, oh, I just already towed it up to 4.
Right up to 4.
I'm going for it, I'm going for it. What is, as someone who trains people every day, I mean, she is a true fitness expert, why walking?
Walking is such a great place to start, and it's really a great place that you can grow from as well. I mean, we already know how to walk, so it's not like you need to learn anything new, any new exercises, but walking is something that we're already doing, and walking is such a great low-impact exercise, so you can, like you said, get your steps in. And what I really love about this, though, is it can really grow with you. So we saw you just jumped right up to 4.0, but you can start off walking slow, you can bring your pace up, but walking is such a great way for your mind, for your body.
You know, I think about all the reasons we used to not like treadmills in the house, right?
Oh, right.
So loud that if you were just trying to watch TV, you'd have to crank the TV up as loud as it goes because the treadmill was so loud. It was also an eyesore. This can fold and stow away if you want. If you want to, like, if you have company coming and you want to roll it into a hall closet, you could do that.
Right, you can even put it under a bed or, like you said, into a closet. But I mean, it's so pretty and sleek also, but it folds up so nice. It's not going to become a clothing rack like the treadmills of the past, right? You just kind of put it in a room. It's huge, but this is so sleek. It's modern. It's pretty to look at, but if you want to then, that double fold technology that Kingsmith has, you can fold it away. You can roll it into a different room. I like to leave it out though, so it reminds you to get on up and get those steps in.
Absolutely. Okay, so a couple things as we get started, and then we're going to talk about the benefits of walking. But can I put this on any flooring surface? I'm thinking about people who maybe have carpet in their house, maybe they have uneven floors, tile floors. luxury vinyl plank, whatever it is. Can this
yes,
go on any floor?
all of those, yes. So it has the little feet on the bottom side, so you can level it out. So even if you have kind of an uneven ground, you can just level it out with those, and then get it securely down onto any ground that you have.
So I've seen the walking pads before, and they can be pretty discreet. Now I haven't seen one that folds up like this, but I have seen the walking pads before. But what you can't do on those, in fact, I have one at home that I actually got from QVC from a different brand years ago. What I couldn't do on that is actually run. So for the person, maybe you're someone who says, I just want to walk for 20 minutes in the morning, but maybe your partner or your child says, I want to run. It's a treadmill you can run on.
Yes, and so to be able to have all three of those, so you have the walking pad, you have an under desk treadmill, and then you have the traditional treadmill, because this goes all the way up to 7.5 miles per hour, and that's a good clip for someone that wants to run. And so it's great. You can just bring it down to a really low pace for someone that does want to use it while they're working at their desk, put it right underneath their desk, working on emails at that slow pace, or if you want to, like I said, bring it up to a quicker pace or go all the way up to a run.
So what you're seeing on your screen there was talking about controlling this with foot sense, which we're about to show you. That means that this will speed up or slow down when it's in the walking pad mode to match your gait. Because obviously when you're going to use this maybe as a under desk treadmill, you're not going to want the handles. So let's do a whole tour. I'm going to turn mine off for a second. Let's do a whole tour to show everybody just how beautifully this is designed, because what impressed me so much is a treadmill that I can literally fold up, put under a bed, move to another room. Maybe all I ever do is just fold it up for more floor space. What amazes me is there's nothing gimmicky about this. It is a beautiful, durable, stable treadmill.
And here I can show you how you're gonna hear a sound. That's just as it's coming up just off the ground so that it's nice and secure. But there's the fold right there. You can see there's the single fold. And so already, how much smaller is that? And then all you do is just lower these handles.
It folds really to about the size of like a check-in suitcase.
Right, exactly. And it has wheels on it.
Actually, not
like
as deep, but about about the height.
Right. And then the handles too, you can bring those up so it can fit your height. So if you want to bring them up higher or lower with these right here. And then really all you do is you just bring these handles in, you lower it down, and then you have it just like what you see right there. Once these handles are down, you can roll it to a different room.
And so, listen, this is a sturdy, substantial walking pad and treadmill. This is not something that you're gonna pick up, like I was joking earlier, I'm like, you're not gonna pick this up with one hand and carry it up the stairs. I don't want you to think that. But based on customer requests from last year, Kingsmith and WalkingPad did something super cool. They made it even lighter. So it is 23 pounds lighter than it was last year, making it how heavy now? Like how much
So
is
it's
this
89 pounds.
So 89 pounds. Now, I'm not known for my upper body strength, but it does have, as you can see, it does have these wheels on it, almost like kind of inline skate wheels. So I'm not going to probably carry this upstairs, but what I can do is I can roll it from room to room. I can slide it under a bed. I can leave it out all the time, but then just put it in a closet if people are coming over. Who is this really for, though?
This really is for anybody in your home. As we said, someone that wants to start off on their fitness
And don't
journey.
do what I just did.
Get on there, and then we can put our safety belt on.
By the way, I just did like the #1 no-no. I thought I could be sly about it. Don't do that. Start when it's turned off.
I know I was going to turn it off for you, but
I thought I had turned it off. Yeah, don't do that. But this is really for, and I'm going to stop it and start again. This is really for anyone at any place. If you can walk, you can do really good exercise, right?
Yes, and then it can grow with you, and that's what I love. A lot of fitness equipment you have to get for where you're at, but this. You can start where you are at, but then it can really grow with you. And it can take you, as we're seeing Kim was just going to a run there. So whether you want to go at a 1 mile per hour pace, or if you want to take it up and start running while you're watching your favorite show, power walking, it really is for anyone.
So she's watching television.
Right.
Even running, it's not so loud that someone downstairs from her is going to complain that she can't hear the television. I used to have a big treadmill that I could not use when my babies were sleeping.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh, because you need to be so quiet.
Guess what eventually happened? We sold it.
Right.
Because it was just too big, too much space. This is really, this is just like our phones. Remember we used to be corded to the wall, and then we got the flip phones. Well, now we have like these computers, right, that basically are phones in our hands. It's the same thing with this technology. It's getting smaller, easy to use, better in every regard in terms of how easy it is to use, what you can do with it, how you can move it around, how it fits into your life.
Yes.
This is the kind of treadmill where if you don't have any space, maybe live in a one-bedroom apartment, you can put this on the side of your bed, or the front of your bed maybe. And then if you don't want to look at it, you fold it up and you roll it right under the bed.
And it's so perfect. Like you said, it's not that wide, but it's wide enough to where you feel secure when you're walking on it. And that's what I love. And we have the double fold. We have the nice sleek, and it does fit right on the side of the bed or in your living room. But it's not taking away from any of the quality. So yes, it is compact, but you're getting very high quality. It doesn't shake when you run. I run on mine. I have one at home, and I run on mine all the time. And you still have, it's very sturdy. And you can feel when you're walking on it, right? There's a big difference between treadmills. I've gone on so many different treadmills. Some have kind of like that slick slip on the belt. This does not. It has
well, it's smooth enough that she can actually do work.
Right.
So you just saw this being used as an under-the-desk treadmill, which is key for anyone who's maybe working from home, wants to get their steps in. But it also is phenomenal. You can see he's running.
Right, and it's not shaking at all. You can see that because sometimes when you go on a treadmill, I've ran on treadmills before and they just start to wobble all around. Yeah. You're not going to get that when you're running on this. My husband runs on it. He's 180 pounds and he's running, and it's sturdy. It holds you.
So, we all know that we start the new year with the best of intentions and resolutions, and for a lot of people the resolution is getting more exercise. But at least from Nashville, and the first thing she noticed when she got to Pennsylvania is, oh, it's cold.
It's cold.
There's snow on the ground. So for so much of the country right now, at the exact time that we're like, I'm gonna get out there and walk, we're like, no, I'm not.
Wait till the spring,
I got a text from my husband saying, watch when you come into the driveway tonight. There's ice on the driveway, right?
Yes,
so this is how you can stick to your resolutions. You don't have to, if you just have a pair of sneakers, you can even still in your PJs in the morning, just get up and walk. And when you talk to your clients about starting a routine, how often do you tell them to walk? How many times a week?
Well, I like to say more times than you're not, so at least 4 times. If you think there's 7 days in the week, and if you're walking at least 4 of those days, so your habit is becoming to do something rather than your habit is more of the not doing, you know what I mean? So do it more days than you're not. So at least 4 days a week. But what I love about having this in your home is you don't need to think of it as, okay, I'm going to go do my 30 or 60 minutes. You can do 10 minutes here, and then maybe a little bit later you have some time, 5 minutes there. You can. It's convenient,
maybe,
and when it's convenient, you do it.
Maybe you don't want to go to the gym. Maybe you don't feel comfortable going to the gym. Maybe you just feel like you don't have time. In the time it would take for me personally to get workout clothes on and drive to the closest gym and back, I could have a whole walking workout in. Do you know what? With my treadmill at home, do you know what I like to do? I like to sometimes just walk in whatever clothes I walked in on, right? If I'm not gonna,
Makes it easy.
Listen, if I'm wearing like a summer dress, if I'm in the mood, I'll walk in that. I would never do that in the gym. I'd look like a fool. My husband always teases me of all the weird things I wear when I walk on a treadmill. But that's the thing is like nobody has to know. You're never gonna see me in like my summer dress walking on a treadmill. But like I do it because I can, because I have it, because it's convenient. So if you just have 10 minutes, you put a casserole in the oven and you go and you walk for 10 minutes. You can sneak the steps in when you have them. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for a second and hop off. I'm not going to do what I did before. I'm going to safety first.
Yes.
All right, so here's what you have to know. You just have to pick a color. And then you're going to get all the benefits we just talked about. And the colors are this. This is the gold, and it's a really pretty, kind of more of a satin finish, kind of matte gold. That is the most limited. We also have it in the silver, which you see right here, and we have it in the black. The black is the most popular. You are also going to get every single thing you need, including the lubricant for your treadmill. By the way, you're not going to need this for a long time. So when you get it, put it someplace where you'll remember, because you're not going to need this for a long time. And then, oh my gosh, a long time down the road, if you ever feel like you want to tighten or loosen your belt, you'll have that as well. Which brings me to assembly. What kind of assembly is there once I get it home?
Barely anything at all. It's fully assembled out of the box. So you literally take the box off and the treadmill just needs to be unfolded. You wheel it to the place. So I took the box off and then you have the treadmill basically just like this, but it will be laying down when it came in the box. Take the box off and then wheel it like you're doing right there to the place that you want it to be. Unfold it like how you saw me fold it. So we just unfold it.